Next question. Jocko. You discuss making sure your teams have the freedom to make strategic changes to the plan if needed. What if you're developing a system with your team and you begin to get pushback from them before you feel the core values are established?
So, this is a really good question once again. You start coming up with your plan and you're already starting to get some pushback from the boys on what it is. Well, what do? Listen to them. Listen to them. Why are they pushing back? You know what I mean? Why are they pushing back? Maybe they have some good points. Is that possible? Maybe you're a little bit off base on the plan that you're coming up with or the strategy that you're coming up with. Maybe you're not. Of course, that's always possible too. Maybe they're wrong and you're right. But hear them out. You know, if I say, hey, we're going to hit the target from this direction here, and my team disagrees with what I'm saying, well, why are they disagreeing? What's the reason for that? You know, how do they think we should do it? They should think we should come in from the south, and I think we should come from the north. Why do they think that? Now, if I know something is right, and I am right, then guess what? I can explain it to them, and they'll say, oh, Jocko, we didn't know that. Yeah. We didn't know that there was defenses that we hadn't been told about to the south, and that's why we should come into the north. Or we didn't know that the sun would be at our back from the north, and that's why. We didn't know that at the time. So, you're right. Now, if I can't explain it to them, if I can't give them a reason why my strategy or my plan is better, then there's something wrong with my plan. Or there's something wrong with my ability to explain it to them, right? So if you're doing the right things for the right reasons, you'll be able to convince your team of the strategy or of the plan. And if you can't, it's a hint that maybe you need to adapt your strategy or maybe you need to adapt your plan. Now, be advised, this is not easy. This is not easy to do. First of all, you have to get your ego in check, right? Because you think you've come up with the plan and you think it's the master plan, so you have to put your ego in check. Secondly, you might actually have the best plan, but maybe you don't have the ability to articulate the nuances of the plan. And so you get a guy that's a really articulate guy that's arguing with you on his plan, and he's actually winning the argument, even though your plan might be better. Mm-hmm. That's a tough situation to be in. So that means you've got to really get in the weeds. Now, one thing that you could do in that situation is say, hey, I'm in charge. Shut up. Listen to me. Mm-hmm. And again, this might be a situation where you're right and they're wrong. But if you can't articulate that properly, and now the only way to do it is to pull rank on them, hey, you're going to go backwards, right? You're going to go backwards. So you have to be very careful of that. Again, this is why it's important to have good command of the English language. That's why it's important to listen. That's why it's important to take people's ideas. And that's the thing with being a leader, okay? Have an open mind, have open ears, listen, communicate, and lead your team not by rank, right? But by being able to discern and uncover and mold and shape the best possible plan and the best possible strategy by and through understanding everyone's perspectives and ideas, and then taking all those perspectives and all those ideas and coordinating them into a unified thought that leads the team to victory. That is hard. That is hard to do.
Yeah.
But the minute that I'm telling somebody, hey, no, just do it my way, I know that there's something wrong here. Either I'm not articulating right, which means I should take the time, because if I'm right and you're wrong, we should be able to get there to where you see that.
Yeah.
We should be able to get there. We could also get to a point where it's 6 and 1, half dozen the other.
Yeah.
Right? We could get to that point too. And at that point, you know what I'm going to do? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to use your plan. Dang. If it's 6-1, half dozen the other, I'm going to use your plan.
Yeah.
Echo says come in from the north. I say come in from the west. We look at the pros and cons of each. I'm going to go with your plan. Would you want to come in from the west? Yeah, okay. If it's 50-50, I'm going to go with your plan. I'm going to give it to you. I'm going to give you the ownership. That's what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
Even, I'll tell you, even 60-40, I'm probably going to give it to you. We get to, 70-30, now you're going to see it. Mm-hmm. You're going to see the light.
Yeah.
If you have any brain. Now, you could also be an egomaniac, right? Who's like, my way, my way, my way. Right. Now we've got to break through that. How do we do that? It's not by attacking your plan, which you're going to defend because you're an egomaniac. Instead, I'm going to say, well, tell me the benefits of your plan. Let's weigh it out between your plan and my plan. Maybe we adapt your plan a little bit. Oh, I like what you did here. I see where you're coming from. That's a really good point. I didn't think of that. But also, we need to consider this that I didn't, we didn't know before, so now we got to adjust. So those are the things that are hard. Those are the things that are hard about being a leader. But the best thing you can do, open your mind, open your ears, listen to what people are saying, take it on board. If their plan is better than yours, great, use it. If it's not better than yours, okay, articulate the reasons why. Have the conversations with them. Don't be scared.
It's a slick move. I didn't think of that.
Oh, for sure.
Nice.
Got to build up their ego if they got the big ego. We got to flank them. Yeah, that's good. Get other people's perspectives, because it can seem like a 50-50 or it can seem like 60-40, but it can also seem like a 64 or 70-30, your plan is better, but to them 70-30, their plan is better because of their perspective. Yeah,
let's say there's rats down this trail.
Yeah.
I don't like rats. But if you didn't know that, you're like, for rats, who cares kind of thing. You know?
Yeah.
Dang, bro, you're advanced.
Dogs would be a better thing.
Sure.
To say. Rats aren't going to interfere with your mission. Yeah. Dogs start barking, and maybe they had somebody, they read an intel report that said there was a bunch of dogs up in this residence to the north. So we want to come in from the west. Yeah. I didn't know that. I didn't do good enough. So now it's easy thing to convince me of, right?
Yep.
But all we have to do is have the conversation.
Yeah. Understand the perspective.
Talk and communicate.
Those dogs with rabies.
Put your egos in check.
Yeah. Or snakes, by the way, if you're Indiana Jones or something like this.